Don Poyer along with Jim Hendrick, and again now, Heat 2B, the Atlas Van Lines with 400 points already. Light All-Star has withdrawn because of damage to the exhaust stack in that turbine engine. Chet's Music is in there, Squire Shop. They got to get a lot of points here to make the final and Speedy Printing. And here we are, our four-boat heat. The Squire Shop, Mickey Riemann with an outstanding start, but look who's right next to him, and that, of course, Chip Hanauer, the two-time defending national champion in his brand-new turbine-powered Atlas Van Line. Into the west turn, Riemann on the inside. On the outside is Chip Hanauer and the Atlas Van Lines. There you see American Speedy Printing going by, but my goodness, look at the acceleration on the part of this new turbine-powered engine. This really is the entering of a new era, the way these turbines are performing today. The Atlas Van Lines in first place, Squire Shop in second place, into the east turn, under the Madison Milton Bridge and around the Apex Buoy. Heading down the main straightaway now, trying to complete lap number one. Chip Hanauer. He's approaching a record. Let's see what kind of time he has here. He is really steaming as he comes down the main straightaway. You can see the lead already that he has over the Squire Shop. Lap speed 128.479. That's a new record here for a competition lap on the Ohio River. Third place, American Speedy Printing. Hanauer now going into the west turn. Seems to just glide over those rough spots. That is one of the bad spots on this course. That boat right there, the Squire Shop, moving very well. He had a time, or a speed rather, of 121.9 on lap number one, which is very respectable, but he's got a rocket in front of him. That being this boat, the Atlas Van Lines, in only its second race ever. Brand new boat, missed the first two races in 1984. Came out to Evansville, set a national record in qualifying, but then was unable to really compete when it was time to go racing on Sunday. But today they are making amends. Look at the Squire Shop flying again. They said they tried to tone it down a little earlier, but they're still bouncing around pretty badly. Again, back to the Atlas Van Line. Under the bridge, Chip Hanauer in total control here in Heat 2B in the Indiana Governor's Cup on the Ohio River. Hanauer, lap speed 120.032 miles per hour. He's slowed down considerably. Might as well. He's got a huge lead over the Squire Shop and Mickey Riemann. Riemann, of course, needing more points, trying to get into the final heat. If he finishes in second place here, it is very unlikely that Mickey Riemann will be able to get into the final with that boat. American Speedy Printing and Ron Snyder. Been a quiet day for Ron. Of course, it's the host boat, and they would like nothing better than to perform well today in front of their host fans. The city of Madison owning the American Speedy Printing boat, formerly the Miss Madison. Second place, the Squire Shop and Mickey Riemann with the Merlin engine powering down the back chute. Chip Hanauer, that's what he's looking at as he goes into the turn. You can hear that turbine engine howling in the background. Chip really had to go to school with owner, designer, and builder of this boat, Jim Lucero. He had to learn how to work the turbine engine. The acceleration is different. The handling is different. It doesn't accelerate quite as quickly as a normal piston engine. So he had a lot of adjustments to make in this new boat for 1984. Second place boat, the Squire Shop and Mickey Riemann. His first year in this particular hull after a 6.5-year layoff. And now on his final lap is Chip Hanauer going down the back chute for the final time before he goes into the final heat. And of course that great matchup against the Budweiser and Jim Cropwell. That's how big a lead he has over the American Speedy Printing and Ron Snyder. Remember, he did not finish in his first heat today. Second place, Mickey Riemann in the Squire Shop, formerly the Atlas Van Lines. A very, very good boat. Again, still riding lightly, very lightly, going down the back chute. But this is the boat to watch. This is the boat that may be leading the hydroplane racing industry into a new era. The turbine-powered Atlas Van Line, very low in profile, and as you see, the checkered flag waiting for Chip Hanauer to pick up his second 400 points of the day. Chip Hanauer and the Atlas Van Line, first place in Heat 2B. Atlas Van Lines has made it a perfect day. A second 400 points. Union Bay Squire Shop with a second place here in Heat 2B. American Speedy Printing in third. And Chet's Music at 169. So here's how the final shapes up. That ever-present, that wonderful battle now between the Atlas Van Lines and the Budweiser. The Renault in the hunt. Tosti Osti with Steve Reynolds and the Miss Carl Yarling. That'll do it for the final coming up here in the Indiana Governor's Cup.